Warning, I say a lot of bad words. Nachomane. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 5 of Main Event Reviews. We already made it to episode 5, that's crazy. I did a poll on this channel and Lucha Underground won the poll. I tried to upload a video and that shit got copyrighted, so we just gonna do World Wrestling Legends instead. Sorry to all the people who chose Lucha Underground, but that shit is out of my control. But anyways, let's hop into the review. They open up the show with the Dancing Ladies, formerly known as the Nitro Girls. Now they're called the TNT Girls. I like this name better. They had this show in Orlando, Florida, at the Hard Rock Cafe. I never heard of that place before, but I want to check out Florida. I just want to travel in general because I'm tired of Illinois, to be honest. The one TNT girl dancing in the red kind of look like Lita. I don't know if it's because of the hair or the pants.
I'm just happy to be here, James E. Cornette. I've never called a match with a Hall of Fame announcer, Lance Russell, Banana Nose, until tonight. And also, we got Ron Nemi over here for comic relief. And what a pleasure it is to be joined by two legends. Lance Russell, I can't believe I'm sitting next to this man. And to make it even better, I got the Louisville Slugger himself, one of the most controversial men ever in professional wrestling, James E. Cornette. This promises to be one hell of a show, guys. Nemi, you're getting in the way of us watching the women. I'm sorry.
But anyways, on commentary, we got Jim Cornette, Lance Russell, and Ron Nemi. I don't know who this Ron Nemi guy is, but he's there. First match of the night, we got Nikolai Volkoff versus Jim Duggan. Man, they starting this show off hot. Hey, but for real though, why would you book this as the first match of the night? They was really booking this shit in the year 2006. Hey, by the way, I'm still kind of sick, so if I sound different, that's why. I feel a little bit better though. Nikolai just teleported right into the ring, and he got Iron Sheik with him too. This feels like Heroes of Wrestling all over again. Hey, I'm just glad it's not a tag team match though.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nikolai Volkoff and the Iron Sheik have asked that you please rise for Mr. Volkoff's singing of the Russian national anthem.
You people, respect Nikolai. Don't say USA, Russia, number one, Iran, number one, USA.
RP to Iron Sheik, that was one funny guy. Every time I see one of his videos, I be dying laughing. They start singing until Jim Duggan comes out. It's America versus the Foreigners once again. I'm looking at the stage and the stage looks so damn small. I never seen it be that small before. I like Jim Duggan, but just like a little bit though. I think he's decent, but I don't watch him wrestle that much. I ain't gonna lie, Jim Duggan kinda look like this one dog called a Saint Bernard. I think that's what they're called. Every time I see him, I just be thinking that shit though. I wouldn't even call this batch a batch because they was in there for 1 minute. If you were to close your eyes, you would have missed the whole fucking thing. I guess it was a good idea because if they would have had a longer batch, it probably would have been shit. Nikolai did like 2 punches and then Jim Duggan whooped his ass. That's pretty much the whole match right there. One thing I will say, they had a pretty safe match and Nikolai only took 1 bump. So that's good, I guess.
Across the ring, as Hacksaw Jim Duggan says, look ahead. Whoa! Took him right off his feet. There's a cover. 1, 2, 3. He got it! Holy mackerel! Talk about making short work of Nikolai Volkoff. Well, as his old mentor, Cowboy Bill Watts, would say, Hacksaw Duggan doesn't get paid by the hour. And he proved it with a quick win over Nikolai Volkoff, who is still holding his head and wondering what happened, Lancer.
America wins once again. Afterwards, they cut to the backstage with Corey Bagwell and Rick Steiner.
I'm standing here now with the dog-faced gremlin, the one, the only Rick Steiner. Who? It's spitting hard rock for the hard knock. Who? You're gonna see clotheslines and suplexes. We're gonna give it all to you. Rick Steiner, the Steiner brothers. Clotheslines, and we're gonna give it all. Who? Hey, speaking of Rick Steiner and Steiner brothers, boy, the super station is where it all started. Rick, the Steiner brothers were riding high then, and you're riding high here tonight, Hart. Watch the kids, because it's gonna be graphic. Hard Rock Live, 605, the reunion. Back to the ring and more action.
The second match of the night, we got Rick Steiner going up against Virgil. Damn, who the hell was booking this shit? On Virgil nameplate, it said Mr. Jones, but everybody else was calling him Virgil. I was gonna call him Virgil anyways. I always thought this guy was kind of shit, but I liked him anyways though. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Virgil looking like he don't give a fuck about this shit. He was like he trying to get paid to get the fuck out of here. I never seen anybody enter the ring like that before. Why did he even do that in the first place? Okay, here comes Rick Steiner. In my opinion, I like Scott Steiner more than Rick Steiner. I don't really pay attention that much to Rick Steiner. His jacket looked pretty cool though. Before the match even starts, Virgil attacks Rick Steiner from behind. OSW would call that a Pearl Harbor. Both of these guys wrestling with shirts on. I hate when they do that. This match is pretty much the same as the first match, but instead this match was a little bit longer. That's pretty much the only thing that's really different. Hey, but like towards the end of the match, Rick Steiner hit like this nasty ass suplex. They had some miscommunication on that move right there. That was one nasty ass bump.
Steiner's got a punch on him too, but wait a minute, now look at this. Fireman's carry wants to go off. He delivers it down to the mat in a jump from behind early on in this matchup. Steiner manhandling Virgil.
It felt like I was watching a house show match. I don't really have much else to say about it. It just happened. They cut back to the backstage with Corey Macklin and Brian Knobbs.
My number one favorite manager in the world, and that's the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. This is for you, baby. And getting a tattoo of you on these 24-inch pythons. Not really.
Oh, getting a tattoo down right in the lobby of Hard Rock Live.
Yeah, baby.
Jimmy Hart's tattoo is gonna be instilled in the arm. You'll see that every day of your life.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jimmy Hart took us to the WWE Tag Team Championship of the world. So, hey, man, any guy that can help us do that, he deserves a tattoo, baby.
He's getting a tattoo down live here in the lobby.
Go, Jimmy Hart, baby.
605
605 reunion. Let's get crazy. Back to you guys.
That tattoo looked like shit. Speaking of Brian Knobbs, I heard a wrestler say that he has a micro penis. I heard him say that and I was like, what the fuck? Apparently some pictures got posted online, but I never seen that shit before. I guess he really was a nasty boy. Third match of the night, we got fucking Disco Inferno coming out. He's about to face Koko Beware. This is Disco Inferno's second appearance on my channel. Who keeps booking him on these shows? I'm tired of seeing this guy. I don't know what the fuck Koko Beware got on. He got all types of colors on him. I wish he still had the bird with him for the entrance. He dyed his hair green. This is my first time seeing it. I ain't never seen with no green hair dye. It remind me of some Mountain Dew.
I'm not sure who I'm rooting for in this match. Both these guys look like an explosion in a Salvation Army drop box.
Before the match even starts, Disco Inferno attacks Koko Beware. Oh, god damn it, D-Lo. That was the same spot from the last match. I hate when they do shit like this. Both of you guys are wearing these colorful ass outfits. And on top of that, Koko got these white ass gloves on. I like Koko, he seemed pretty cool. I heard Koko was in the storyline where somebody killed his bird and ate it. I think it happened in Memphis. I haven't watched it yet though. That reminds me of one time Big Boss Man fed Al Snow his own dog. The Attitude Era is so fucking funny to me. I was watching this match, but I wasn't paying too much attention to it. Right in the middle of the match, Disco Inferno grabbed the brush and started doing his hair. I like that spot, but I don't really care for Disco Inferno that much. This match wasn't that bad though, I guess. It was okay for what it was. It was better than the last match. Some of the spots they did in this match was kind of decent.
Whoa! Look out! Koko! 1, 2, 3! That's all you are! Well, Ron, maybe the moldy-haired Koko Beware comes out on top of the hopeless fashion victim Disco Inferno in this. You don't sound too impressed with that win, Corny. I'm going to tell you what, though, the fans, they're happy and they love Koko Ware.
I did not expect Koko to win this match. I didn't know Koko's finisher was a bulldog. I know his other finisher is a brainbuster, but I've never seen that one before. Why is this guy holding up this magazine for?
He stands over 7 feet tall. He weighs over 350 pounds. And he is the newest member, Hammer, of our brand new organization, baby. This is Greg the Hammer Valentine. He is a legend, baby. He is a legend, just like the mouth of the South Jimmy Hart is. And all three of us together, it's just going to be a path of destruction. I promise you that.
It doesn't get any better than this. Greg the Hammer Valentine, a Hall of Famer, and Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart, the greatest manager, also a Hall of Famer. And you look at this man. Thank goodness I don't have to wrestle him. I used to wrestle guys this size. It was Andre the Giant. But now it's DNA. That's right, he's 7 feet tall. And he's on our side this time. We are the greatest.
We are ready.
You ever look at a wrestler and you could tell he's going to be shit? This is how I feel about this guy right here. Did Matt Morgan steal this guy's gimmick? This guy kind of reminds me of Von Wagner just a little bit though. Come Tuesday. Fourth match of the night, we got Greg Valentine versus Jimmy Snuka. I like Greg's robe, but the arm part looks kind of too long for him. I don't get why they made it like that for. Jimmy Hart looks cool. I always like the jackets he be having on. Where's DNA at? How come he ain't come out? They was hyping a dude up just for him not to come out. The nasty boy got the tattoo of Jimmy Hart, and Jimmy ain't even say thank you or nothing. He just got the tattoo and that was it. That shit funny. Here comes Jimmy Snuka. This time he doesn't look naked coming out to the ring. That's a good thing. I ain't trying to see none of that shit. Both of these dudes like 50-something years old having this match. I don't know if I would wrestle at 50 years old, but 40 I would do though. Bruh, I was bored as hell watching this match right here. Who the hell was booking all these matches on this card? It felt like I'm watching Heroes of Wrestling all over again if they did like a part 2 though. It felt like these dudes moving in slow motion. This right here feel like I'm watching an 80s match right now. There was a whole bunch of punching and kicking happening. And also Greg Valentine going outside to talk to Jimmy Hart. He did that shit about like 2 times. Can somebody tell me a good match from Greg Valentine? Because I don't know any, to be honest. Well, besides that one match he had against Roddy Piper, that's like the only good one I've seen from him. All of his other matches feel like this one. I still think he better than some other people though. Jimmy Snuka kind of looked cool back in the day, but every time I see him, I just think about the murder though. That's all I think about. And I also think about his son in WWE. I am the son of WWE Hall of Famer Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Hammer was in absolutely no hurry whatsoever. There he goes. Snuka kicked him off. Valentine going for that figure 4. It could have all been over. But Snuka managed to avoid being trapped in that position. Big chop. And again. Uh-oh, Valentine. Now he's doing the drunk man walk.
Jimmy Hart gets on the apron and he tries to distract Jimmy Snuka. So then Snuka pulls him into the ring and Snuka starts whooping both of their asses.
Jimmy Hart tagging against Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Snuka with Jimmy Hart.
Oh, no.
What do you think?
Oh, no, Jimmy. They'll need a spatula. Wait a minute, Doug Dillinger. Doug Dillinger's at ringside. He's trying to tell Snuka, don't.
Snuka was about to dive on Greg and Jimmy, but then the random DNA appears out of nowhere. This some WCW NWO bullshit. I don't even know what the fuck going on. They just doing anything at this point. DNA gets into the ring and it's an automatic DQ. He ain't even touched somebody and it's still a DQ. I never seen that before.
Look at that. He stepped over that top rope so easy.
That guy's got to be 7 feet tall.
DNA.
Hebner's throwing this match out. Jimmy Hart was brought into the ring. Snuka was trying to assassinate Jimmy Hart. Doug Dillinger was trying to restore some order. The DNA's in the ring. Hebner's throwing the match out.
But why does Jimmy Snuka look like that? It look like he don't even know where he even at. I don't know why, but that shit funny to me. Why was at the finish to this match? All he did was come out to the ring. DNA didn't even do anything. He just looked stupid. I thought he was supposed to help them and he didn't do shit. The referee just could have told him to get out the ring. Oh well, I ain't feel like watching that shit anyways. Okay guys, now I'm feeling better. It took me until the 5th match to feel better. That's crazy. We got Eddie Corleone with his dad, Carlos Corleone, versus Vampiro. One time somebody called me a dummy because I got the Corleone name wrong. They said that to me in the comments. People be on my ass about everything. Vampiro comes out next. The face paint he got on for this match kind of looked like a zombie face paint. Hey, but I think he looked kind of cool though. Like, I don't know why, but him and Jeff Hardy gave me like the same type of vibes. Hey, I think Vampiro got a pretty cool story. Like going to Mexico and having this character become popular. That shit sound pretty awesome in my opinion. I like to watch his interviews. He be having some interesting stories. I was watching the one interview he did with like Chris Van Vliet. I think that's how you say his name. And in the interview, he got like Alzheimer's. Or like short-term memory or whatever. That's crazy to hear that and he's still wrestling. How does he remember all the spots if he has that? If that was me in the ring, I would be fucked up. I would not be able to do that shit. Eddie Corleone is Primo in WWE. When I was a kid, I could never tell Ebico and Primo apart. Especially when it was the Los Matadors. I liked them when they did that gimmick though. I mostly liked it because of the little bull they had. And on top of that, the WLC match. That match right there is a classic. When they were still in WWE, I didn't really think much of them. I didn't think they were bad, but I didn't think they were like that great though. Then after that, they had Carlito with him too.
Over the top rope. And he's kicked off with a ring apron down on the floor. Into the spectator.
Carlos tried to stop Vampiro, but then he ended up getting beat up instead. I guess there's no DQ for doing that. I don't know the rules of this show.
Carlos Colon was trying to help his son, and wait a minute, now what's Vampiro got? Oh man, he just clocked him with something. I think.
This match right here felt like a little bit too long, but I didn't hate it though. I thought it was better than some of the other matches before this. I kind of wish that I was able to review Lucha Underground. If somebody helps me find a way to not get it blocked, I'll do it. This show got so many damn matches on the card for no damn reason. It reminds me of like an AEW pay-per-view. I'm glad I don't pay for that shit. The only time I'm okay with watching a lot of matches is when it's like WrestleMania. Cause like any other time I get distracted so damn easily. Carlos grabs on Vampiro's foot. Vampiro was trying to run off the ropes and he just grabbed him. I didn't expect them to be the heels, but I guess they got all this security out here just because he grabs his foot. They doing way too much with all that security. The ending to the match was kind of trash to me, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like they could have did like a whole better one. He beat him with a clothesline and put his feet up on the ropes. The bottom ropes too, not even like the second rope. Yeah, I didn't really like the ending. That match felt way too long. As soon as he wins the match, Carlos and Eddie start jumping on him. They hit Vampiro with some tag team headbutts, and they celebrate like they won the match. There's some weird booking they got on this show.
Working in tandem on Vampiro. You bit off a little bit more than you could chew when you're not only messing with Eddie Kon, but the former Universal Champion, Carlos Colon.
Sixth match of the night. We got Kamala coming out to the ring with Friday. Do anybody know why this guy named Friday for? I seen the guy before, but I never really paid attention to his name like that. Jake the Snake Robert comes out next. I hate seeing Jake coming out looking like this. He got on sweatpants and a tank top. It looked like he about to go home and take a nap.
At one time, one of the biggest stars in the world of professional wrestling. It's well known, it's been well documented. He's had his personal demons, but he's back. He's back in the ring. He's lost weight. He's back in shape. And now he's ready to try to make his mark again.
Why the hell they got Kamala facing Jake Roberts in 2006? Don't get me wrong, I like both of these guys, but damn. They having a 7-minute match. It's only 7 minutes, but it felt like a fucking hour almost. Jake was just on the ground rolling around and shit. And they ain't doing no moves, they just doing rest holds. This match is so damn boring, bro. If I was in the crowd, bro, I would have been tired as hell. I wonder how much the tickets were to watch this shit. Did you guys know that Jake Roberts wrestled in AAA? He had this match against Konnan, and it was a hair versus hair match. And he lost the match, too. I found out about that not too long ago. For some reason, Friday gets in the ring and pulls a snake right into the middle of the ring. Then Kamala goes in and does a body splash to the snake bag. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. After that spot, the match ends in a DQ. That's the second DQ on this show. Did Vince Russo book this shit? What the fuck? DQ Smeeq. How did Kamala's character get so damn goofy like that for? The way he ran out the ring is so damn funny. He left Friday all alone with the snake. That's fucked up.
Kamala leaving Friday to fend for himself. The referee bails on him. I'll tell you what, you know he's out cold because nobody can lay there with that giant snake crawling all over him.
Okay, now that's over with. They cut to this guy named Sal Corrente by now Bruno San Martino. Do y'all know this guy? This guy was a WWE champion for 2,800 days. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted Roman Reigns to beat his title reign. Some of y'all might not agree with me, but I don't give a fuck.
You know, it's really strange about life. I came to this country way back in 1950, but when I became a professional wrestler, thank you, for 25 years I wrestled all over the world, all over this country and every place else. And I came to realize yesterday when I came to Orlando, this is one city I'd never been to. And my goodness, what I've missed. What a beautiful, beautiful city. It really is. It's great to be here at the Hard Rock here. It's the first time I've ever been one. This place is very impressive. And I hope that all of you folks tonight are enjoying yourselves, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful night for the rest of the night, and I feel privileged and so happy to be here with all of you tonight. So thank you very much.
After Bruno gets done talking, Dory Funk Jr. comes out. This feels like the start of a whole different show.
I would like everybody to know what an honor it is to be standing here in the same ring with Bruno San Martino. Even though our careers span the same era, the same time, I never had the opportunity to wrestle Bruno San Martino.
Would have been the match of the decade. The fans are chanting one more time. Match. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bruno is a legend. It's an honor to be here, and I think it's best that we never had the opportunity to get together. I love you. I think you're a tremendous champion and a legend in wrestling.
Please know that there's mutual respect.
I like the varsity jacket Dory Funk had on. He had his name on it. Oh shit, here comes Mike Graham. Never drew a dime. I love saying that shit.
Mr. Sammartino, it's an honor to be in the ring with you, sir. Junior, I've looked across the ring at you 1,000 times, and I can honestly say I'm glad you're in my corner tonight. And that's an honor. Thank you very much.
Sal Corinthians.
Whoa, let's stop right here. What's wrong with this picture? When you're talking about wrestling legends, let's talk what it's all about, because there's more legends standing right here than all in the ring right now.
J.J. Dillon.
Bruno San Martino, I got the utmost respect for you, but I think tonight you should find yourself a rocking chair somewhere back in the corner and kick back, and we'll get you some fuzzy slippers, and maybe you should take a nap. Someone at your age shouldn't be up this late.
Are you asking for
He
it?
doesn't look like he needs a rocking chair to me. You might need a cane or a wheelchair later on, but Mr. Sammartino is very fresh and healthy.
J.J. Dillon's got some backup, though, with
I
it.
think he should excuse himself. We got business to take care of.
Bruno, it's an honor to have you in the ring with us. Would you stand in our corner as we face these two? Would you be our manager?
It would be such a pleasure to be near that guy right there with the big mouth. Let's see if he can back up anything that his big mouth says.
And Bruno
Is it a deal?
with delight.
Since this night is about one thing and one thing only, paying tribute to legends, certainly we will make an exception for wrestling's living legend. Bruno San Martino will be in the corner of Dory Funk and Mike Graham.
All right.
There you have it.
Okay, so now we got this tag team match. Dory Funk and Mike Graham with Bruno San Martino versus David Flair and Tully Blanchard with J.J. Dillon. This is my first time ever watching a David Flair match. I seen that match he had with El Daddy, and I said, nah, I'm good. I only ever seen one Tully Blanchard match, and that was a match he had against Stan Lane and Heroes of Wrestling. He had the best promo on that whole show, but the match he had was pretty bad, I ain't gonna lie. I tried to pay attention to this match, but nothing really happened in it. It wasn't like a bad match though, it was just pretty slow. A bunch of rest holds just happening. I don't know what I was really expecting from this match though, to be honest. Mike Graham locked in the figure 4 on David Flair. Tully had to get in and break it up. To break up the submission, JJ gave Tully his dress shoe, and then Tully hit him on top of the head. JJ was distracting the referee while that was happening. I like that spot. That was pretty cool. That was like one of the only 2 spots in this whole match though. Dory was whooping everybody's ass, and he's the oldest guy here. It's crazy to me that he's 83 years old, and he just had a match a couple of months ago. I wonder who's like the oldest person to ever wrestle a match ever. Imagine somebody being like 100 years old wrestling a match. Honestly, I could probably see that in like the future. When it comes to wrestling, you never really know what happens until it happens. At the end of the match, they do a tag team atomic drop spot. That's like one of my favorite moves.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Mike Graham and Dory Funk Jr., managed by Bruno San Martino. Well, what a battle, Nene. Can you believe it? J.J. Dillon's footwear was the downfall of the Four Horsemen. What I thought was going to be a technical masterpiece between two very accomplished teams ended up being a complete brawl. Not pretty whatsoever, but a big win for Mike Graham and Dory Funk Jr.
The finish was kind of cool, I guess. Not really too much to say about it. They didn't draw a dime, but hey, I'm going to give them a nickel. This is the 8th match of the night. They put way too many matches on this card, bruh. But hey, we got Kanyon coming out. Who better than Kanyon? Nobody. I thought Kanyon was pretty decent. I liked the moves that he did. I thought he looked pretty cool as a Mortis character, or whatever that shit was called. DDP Yoga. DDP, I fought with him. He seemed pretty cool. He is the king of the cutter. Everybody else don't do it as good as him. He be hitting that shit out of nowhere. I wish he did more stuff in WWE. They did not book that guy right. The same way I feel about him is like the same way I feel about Les Luger a little bit. Les Luger, I wanted him to be a champion. Kanyon and DDP go into the crowd, but it's so dark you can't even see shit for real. I don't know if it's the camera quality or if it's just dark as hell.
wrestlers as we got ready to go. This is one of my old buddies that I've sat alongside of many a time. And Tickle to Death to have from Memphis, Tennessee, Corey Macklin.
I don't even like brawling in the crowd spots that much, but they made it work. All the other crowd brawling matches, they just grab the back of the head and just pull them around. That shit just be a waste of time. The match just started, and it's better than all the other matches. They ain't really no surprise, though, because both these guys good as hell. Low-key, they could have had this be the main event, because it was cooking in this match. Kanyon pulls out a table, and it looks like one of those tables you would see on Wrestling Empire. I ain't never see a table look like that in a wrestling match before.
What is he doing? He's reaching
The wall is under there. He's pulling out a big table.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, setting up a table.
Throw the rule book out the window on this one. I hope the Hard Rock Live has paid their insurance bill because I'm not sure this building can contain this match.
He tried to suplex him onto the table, but DDP said, nah, fuck that shit. At first, I thought DDP was going to push him off.
The bad blood has spilled over, and here they are, one-on-one, live tonight. From the Hard Rock Live in Orlando. Oh, he's got a chair.
Kanyon over to get a chair out of the audience. Dallas ducks under and hits the rope. Kanyon is bounced backward with the momentum of that chair.
There was this one spot in the match where, like, Kanyon put on some brass knuckles or some shit. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't see it. But after he put that shit on, he decided to play possum. DDP got back inside the ring, and he just punched the fuck out of him. That's some Eddie Guerrero type shit right there. 100 IQ play.
I think the party's over now. Oh, no! He did not. Oh,
Once again, we come in with a 2 count. He pulled it, let me tell you.
DDP back body drop Kanyon onto the stage. Kanyon be taking all types of bumps. He crazy as hell. Right after that bump, DDP throws him off the stage into the table. But the table doesn't fucking break at all, though.
Oh, no, he's got it from the table. Is he going to do it? Oh, no, look out. Whoa.
Hey, look, it's Botchamania. I am the table. They probably got this shit on the episode already. This dude laid out like a Family Guy character. They go back inside the ring. DDP try to hit Kanyon with the diamond cutter, but instead Kanyon hits him in the nuts, and he follows that up with a DDT. I actually like this match.
DDT from him, and Kanyon back up. That's a 2 count. DDP gets the shoulder up. Have you seen a foul?
Right after that spot, they end the match. Kanyon tried to do like a move, but then DDP countered it into the diamond cutter.
The fans have been calling for it. Kanyon didn't want to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, Diamond
What a fight when these guys landed. Woo! What a fight. It ended up with DDP, and then look right there from all the fans, the diamond cutter. It doesn't get any better than that, my friend.
In my honest opinion, that has to be match of the night. Right after the match, DDP cuts a promo.
It's good to be back in FLA, yeah!
FLA?
You know, every once in a while, a rumor starts to fly around, and in our business we call it telegraph, telephone, and telewrestler. It starts to float around, and, you know, Chris Kanyon, I started to leave here, and there's a question that's been just bugging me for weeks now because, my brother, I thought I knew you, I don't know, 10 years now. We were World Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Uh-oh, I smell
We
something.
were World WWF Champions, Tag Team Champions. And the question I got for you, my brother,
You gonna pop the question? Uh-oh.
the rumor that's floating around is, are you gay?
This is that
And that's not a
controversy
bad
I'm
thing.
talking about.
I smelled it
And
coming.
that's not a bad thing. Because that's a rumor that's floating around. And I thought that my gaydar was pretty damn high. You know, and I didn't ever expect it ever in a million years that my brother I tag team with was gay. So
What is this?
What is
I
this
couldn't
about?
think of a better place than I know you started down here in Florida.
On national TV?
I'm not sure what it
You
is
heard the
anymore.
rumors.
I don't know.
You're right. Wait a minute, he's popped the question to Kanyon.
You know that? I don't think that's exactly the best term you should be using right now. Pop the question.
I know it.
Now,
You don't think?
I can't be. Because the rumors are true. I'm gay. I am the first ever openly gay professional athlete active in this country.
Well, I guess you heard that.
No, brother. Give it up right now, because that's the baddest son of a I ever knew that was gay, ever. And I don't care if you're straight, if you're gay, black, white, yellow, green, you will always be my brother.
Damn, that felt like an ending to like a movie or something like that. The show even cut to black too. It's kind of sad knowing the outcome of all this. But anyways, it's time for the co-main event. It's the Armstrongs with Bobby Heenan versus the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. Why does Jim Cornette carry a tennis racket? I looked it up and it's because of a movie that he saw. This rich kid in this movie that he seen had a badminton racket. So he decided to use a tennis racket instead. That's kind of interesting, I guess.
Let me ask you people a question. Did you ever have a thorn in your side? Did you ever have it sticking right in your side, right in between your ribs, causing you nagging pain and inflammation?
Listen to Cornette do that.
What the Armstrong family has been to these men for a lot of years. Bullet Bob Armstrong and his inbred kids have been a thorn in their side.
Inbred?
And Bobby the Brain Heenan has been a thorn in my side, sticking me and gouging me, waiting to be plucked out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, right here in Orlando, the Armstrong family and Bobby Heenan are gonna get plucked. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the legends of legends, the two greatest tag teams together on pay-per-view for the first time on the same team. Loverboy Dennis, beautiful Bobby, sweet Stan, the Midnight Express.
Bro, this is one interesting family. They say that the Armstrongs got a curse, and I believe it. Just looking at them coming out, I believe that shit. I wish Bobby Heenan could have been at the commentary table. He's like one of my favorites. From the Armstrong team, I only ever seen Brad wrestle. I never seen the other two in a match before at all. It's kind of cool seeing them all together though. Their attires remind me of the Hart family outfits they wore at Survivor Series 1993. The Harts versus the Armstrongs. I'd want to see that match. I did a review on JCW Legends and Icons. Bobby Eaton had a match on the show, and I said that I heard he's a nice guy and I would like to meet him. At the time, I didn't realize he passed away, and I had some people in the comments telling me that too. I was like, oh shit, RIP. This was an okay match, but I felt like Brad was in the match the whole fucking time. Scott and Bob only got in the ring for like 2 seconds, and they just tagged right back out. Brad was doing all the work this whole damn match. They threw him outside, and Jim started hitting him with the tennis racket. He hit him with like the handle of the racket. It kind of reminds me how like Triple H uses the sledgehammer whenever he attacks somebody. Stan Lane gets tagged in, and he does a Russian leg sweep to Brad Armstrong. He just stole his finisher. What the hell? Right after he does it, he starts dancing. This guy is so damn funny to me.
Dishes off Brad, and now he's going to Bobby.
What a team. You talk about teamwork. These three guys. Jim Cornette, the ring general, over in the corner, taking apart the Armstrongs one man at a time. I guarantee you, they're all business. The thing I worry about.
Look at her brain, picking up a chair.
Brad finally gets the hot tag, and he tags in Bob Armstrong. He gets in the ring, and he does a couple of chops. Does anybody know why he's the only one wearing a mask? This is my first time ever seeing him wrestle. The hot tag only lasted like 3 seconds. Both of the teams get inside the ring and they start brawling. Both of these teams got on matching gear. They all look like they in like a big faction. I didn't even see that at first. Jim Cornette gets in the ring and he hits Brad with the tennis racket. That was pretty much the same ending as the other tag team match. God fucking damn it, D-Lo. This show was a goddamn mess. Cornette over here bleeding from the mouth. Somebody need to ask him about this match on his podcast, or ask him about the show in general. I don't think I ever heard him talk about this shit.
Want to take it back home is what it is.
Oh, Jimmy, what are you saying? Talk for the referee, yeah.
Everybody's getting a piece of Cornette tonight.
Look at Cornette. I think he just gives up.
You should have stayed right up here with us. It's safer, Jim.
Hey, I'm sweet thing to it. Give him out the mouth. Come on.
bring this one to Judge Knox.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Nacho main event. They just cut right into the main event too. Ain't no promo or nothing. I'm just glad this is the last match. Here comes Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. I like Scott Steiner. I think he's pretty funny and also pretty cool too.
And I will never forget the first, I think, really big match that Scott ever had in his career when he won in Memphis, Tennessee, a big battle royal where he was the last man and picked up a whale of a paycheck that night, got him on his way.
He's got some with
See,
him.
there's nothing changed. Hey, you women out there want to join me after the show for the real freak show? Meet me in the back. So this goes to all my freaks out there. Big Papa Pumps, you hook up. Holla if you hear me.
Holla if you hear me.
And as you can see, I'm still the genetic freak. I'm still the man with the largest arms in the world. And I still hate rednecks. So bring that next redneck down here. I don't care who it is, and I'll beat up every one of you if I have to.
These dudes in the crowd flexing and shit. They need to sit their ass down somewhere. Buff Bagwell comes out. I like this dude, and I like his hat too. Hey, but one thing I will say is, why is he wearing his NWO gear to this? I guess he just wanted to wear it.
The freaks come out with Scott Steiner, no doubt about that. I heard you make a little comment about the rednecks. We are for those rednecks right here. Just because we're not some kind of northern trash from Michigan, these people are like me. We're buff and we're the stuff.
I told you he's all that in a bag of chips.
Before the match even starts, Steiner attacks Buff Bagwell. I don't know why, but a lot of these matches on this card feel weird. I wonder why people don't talk about this show that much. A few minutes into the match, they end up going outside to fight. Steiner tried to use the lady as a shield. I don't even know who she is, but she's there. He ended up pushing her to Buff Bagwell. Then Bagwell turns around and starts kissing on her.
Yeah, I guess what he's. Oh, it's Bagwell. He takes advantage. That's how you treat a lady.
The freaks are out tonight, boys.
They go in the ring for a couple of minutes, then they go right back out. This don't really feel like a main event. It feel like a regular WCW episode. I don't know, man. Nothing too much is happening right now.
To the ropes he goes. And look at that, Lance. That big papa like running into a brick wall, any boy.
Man, I am telling you, on wheels. Woo! Drops with an elbow down there.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
I like it. He does push-ups, right?
Steiner put Bagwell in the rest hold. It felt like he put him in a headlock for like a long-ass time. No offense to these guys, because I like these guys, but they should have had DDP and Kane be the main event if they're going to do this shit. This right here could have been a co-main event right here. That's how I would have booked it, but I would have changed a whole lot of shit about this show, to be honest. A couple of years ago, I found out Bagwell had calf implants. I just looked it up, and he posted this on Twitter. He posted this on Twitter in 2020. What the hell? Bagwell hit his comeback on Scott Steiner. He climbed up on the breast rope to hit his finisher, but then Scott Steiner stopped him. Bagwell reverses him, and then he hit Steiner with like a shitty looking pedigree. I don't know what the fuck that was, but he hit it. That's like one of the worst pedigrees I've ever seen. The lady pushes Bagwell off the breast rope and costs him the match. That's her revenge for him kissing her.
And the little, what do you go? Quick roll. Gets in there and pushes him right up the rope. Big Papa saying that's it.
Steiner recliner. This could be it for Buff Bagwell. Scott Steiner got it locked in, guys. This could be the end of the match. Referee
signals.
Big Papa Pump.
Got the submission.
Wow. What a win for Scott Steiner. Big Papa Pump. Big win over Bagwell.
A submission hold, and I'm telling you, Big Papa laying it in on him, Lance.
Buff Bagwell tried everything he could to match him, and he did right up until the last bit. But Scott Steiner showed it. He had it when he needed it, and ended up with a submission on Buff Bagwell and comes out to victory in this final match here with the legend at 6:05 from Hard Rock and Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. For Corey Macklin, for Ron Nemi, this is Lance Russell saying Bye-bye, everybody.
I don't recommend this show. Unless you want to see like 10 matches, you can watch it, I guess. Well, technically, they had 11 matches. They had a dark tag team match before the show started. I forgot to bring it up. I'm glad this review over, though. During this review, I was sick and shit, man. I'm just glad it's done. Darren, that's crazy. But anyways, if you followed the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Nachomane out.